Get this intro done. Come on.
These people are listening.
Funny. Welcome to Everything Guns, SHOT Show edition.
Episode number 20.
Oh, was I supposed to say something after that? Oh,
yeah, I thought you were.
Yeah, I guess we ought to introduce ourselves again. I'm David. On the other mic is Jody, and we have a special guest today.
My wife, Misty's with us. She went with me to SHOT Show. She's going to give her perspective on what she's seen the one day she went through SHOT Show. So it's pretty neat. But
so we'll get kind of a good bit into SHOT Show, and then also some use of force.
Yeah, we'll start off with use of force today. So we got a number of cases I want to go through today. But first is an update from a case. I can't remember when we talked about it, or even if we did. It was the one out of New York where the guy shot at a group of people driving up his driveway. So he just now...
That was New York?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. Yeah. New York man convicted of murder. I'm assuming that was from New York.
All right.
Do you remember if we talked about
Yeah, we did talk about it. They drove up in his... Yeah, because there was two cases similar like that.
I was asking you.
I wasn't looking.
I was asking my wife if she remembered. She listens to the show. And like
I usually don't look at you. I'm not used to somebody else being in here, so I was not looking at you as normal.
Do you remember that case?
Who are you talking to now?
I'm looking at my wife.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't.
Okay. All right.
Oh, good job with the phone. Way to go. Way to silence that. So, yeah, the case was where a group of young adults drove up into this guy's driveway by mistake, and they were getting ready to back up and get out of there. The guy comes running out, shoots 2 shots with a shotgun, hits one of the girls in the vehicle, and she dies.
Yep.
So that's what happened. He has now been convicted of murder and is currently waiting sentencing for that.
He was also convicted of reckless endangerment, I guess,
Probably for the shot, for firing the 2 shots.
And tampering with physical evidence. And I'm not sure exactly what he did.
Yeah, I don't know what he did on the tampering, but it was interesting because the prosecutor portrayed him as this guy's just enraged of someone driving up in his driveway. The defense said he was afraid. How did he put it? What did he say? He thought he was under siege. He thought him and his wife were under siege by this one car coming up into his driveway. So he comes.
I think it was
out.
more than just one car. I think though there was the car and maybe a motorcycle or something like that along with them. But it was a group. But
he thought he was under siege.
Yeah, two cars and a motorcycle, looking for another person's house.
Yeah.
But like you said, they were turning around to leave when they figured out they were at the wrong house, and this guy come out.
Yeah, so he claimed that he tripped over some nails, dropped his gun, and it went off the second time. He fired. He admitted to firing the first shot, and said the second one was an accident that actually hit her. Apparently, the jury didn't buy that. So.
No, then he went back after the shooting. Went back to bed.
Yeah, that's one thing I noted. They and I was wondering at first why the prosecutors presented that evidence, saying, "Hey, he was asleep when they showed up." But I guess if you claim that you're under siege, probably not going back to sleep.
Well, probably going to call 911. And that was what I was going to talk about on this.
Yeah.
Is okay, we're looking at it from use of force. What did he do wrong? Well, of course, you shouldn't. Well, just somebody driving up your driveway, you don't need to start shooting. It's okay to come out. Somebody coming to your driveway, probably in a rural area. He didn't know him, so he came out with a gun, but he shouldn't have started shooting. And then,
I'm not even sure you can. Yeah, I don't see anything that he did right.
And made sure it was safe.
Yeah, well, I mean, he drove up. Somebody driving up a long driveway. You could step out on your porch and have a gun in your hand. But you can't just start shooting at people.
No, or have warning shots.
No. We had the warning shots on that last episode that we did, and then not even call 911 after all that. We always talk about you got to be the first person to call 911.
Being under siege.
Yeah,
just go back to bed. Well, they left. He felt pretty comfortable with it.
Yeah, that's because they was trying to find a hospital because the poor girl died.
Yep.
Yeah, terrible.
Apparently she liked animals.
Yeah, they did mention that, didn't they?
That could be our title. She liked animals. Write that down.
I have to write that down. Keep talking.
Keep talking.
I wonder how y'all came up with that.
Oh, yeah, that's how we did. It's 90 seconds. 90 seconds after they were on his properties when he started shooting.
So 90 seconds of his life. Now he's going to spend the rest of his life in prison.
Well, I mean, how much longer is that going to be? He's 84.
Was he 84? Well, it probably won't be the 25 years, man.
He might get out before that.
Dad's almost 84.
He's not going to prison, though. That's got to be hard on a guy.
What you got next?
Wait, what was that title?
I don't know. What did I say, Misty?
She liked animals?
She liked animals.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, she liked animals.
Keep going. All right.
You keep telling me to keep going, and you have the list of things that we're going to be doing. I don't know what you have next.
Hold on a second.
I've already done this one. I've already talked about this case.
All right.
That was the update.
So the next one, I keep getting out of my microphone. That's going to sound bad.
You're still out of it.
Just a second.
Well,
Oh my goodness.
All right, we're good now. So the second case, you got this one's out of Maryland. This one's on YouTube, so you need to, if you get a chance to look up potential carjacking in Maryland gas station, so you can actually see what happened. So you got he was stopped at a gas station to get some air in one of his tires, and as he's doing that, he sees this car pull up with I think it was 4 people in the car. They get about, I think, probably 50 feet away from him. One of them gets out. He's got a mask on and he's got a gun, so he sees that. And as soon as he sees that, he pulls his gun out and starts firing at these guys.
okay.
And they start scrambling. They start firing back. And they start scrambling. They all come out of the car. Apparently, these guys had stolen this car previously in the day from another carjacking.
Stolen his car already?
Stole another car that they showed up in. I didn't say they stole his car.
You said this car. I'm trying to figure out how
the
you
car
got it
they showed
back.
up in.
Got it. Okay.
See? Anyway, so he did good. The police were still searching for their
Well, it
assailants.
sucked to have your car stolen twice. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So, but
All right, go ahead.
he did well. So if you watch the video, he was getting air in his tires, but he was still aware of his surroundings. He was watching. He knew what was going on. He had his gun with him. It wasn't just in his vehicle. It was on him.
Yep.
So he was able to get to it quickly. I don't think he hit anybody, but it didn't look like he got hurt. They said he didn't get hurt badly, so I don't know if he got hit or if he just
fell down.
or something.
Yeah.
But
From the
after they all ran off, you see
fusillade
him
of
coming back
ammo
around.
coming at him.
Looking at you using fusillade. Look at that. Proud of you. But so he did good. Check it out on YouTube. Good use of force on his part there. So we got the
so
first
he
one.
didn't get charged for anything?
No.
Yeah.
Bad first one, good second one.
Yeah, so good awareness.
Yeah, very good awareness. So he did a good job.
Didn't wait for him to get up on him. That's
Nope.
good.
No, they were still quite a bit of ways. As soon as he seen the guy with the mask on and a gun in his hand, he opened fire.
Yeah.
So those guys, they started shooting back, but they were scrambling.
Yeah, I would do
People
too.
kept getting out of that car. It was pretty good. So he did a good job. And that was out of Maryland. And then we had another one out of Mississippi. I don't even remember what this one was about. Hold on a minute. Let me try to figure out what this one was.
Okay, we'll go silence. 'Cause
No.
That's how you build a
Preparation
listenership.
there, Jody.
You build listeners by just having silence.
So apparently a man was accosted because I forgot about this one. He was leaving a store around 4 p.m. in the afternoon, gets accosted by an assailant at gunpoint. So he drew his gun.
While the gun was on him?
Yeah, and fired on the robber, killing the guy.
Good
So-
news.
Oh, snap.
So he did good. He was questioned by the police and released. But the case has gone to the grand jury. So
Yeah.
which is we tell
Gonna
people
happen.
it's going to happen. Most of the time, that's going to happen. I'm surprised the one at the gas station didn't happen that way either.
Yeah.
You don't need to answer questions at the police until you get a lawyer present. So
Yep.
and it sounds like maybe that's what he did. But he was released, going to a grand jury. Sounds like it's a good cut and dry self-defense case, but if you listen to Andrew Branca, even a good self-defense case, you got up to a 50% chance of being convicted. So
Yeah. I just
Better
caught
be
that out of the corner of my eye there. I thought you were knitting something. I thought, surely you're not knitting while we're doing this.
No, I don't knit, David.
that's her doggy poop. That's her poop bag.
I just kind of caught it. Okay.
Wow, thanks.
It was. It's a little
Oh,
bag.
I know. I had
That's
them in
what
my pocket and they come unraveled.
That's what we carry around with us when we go take the dogs for a walk. Anyway,
All right. So
way to
we'll-
stay on topic there.
Yeah, sorry.
That's all right. So good job on his part. Hopefully the grand jury.
Yeah, that's a pretty good draw.
Yeah, I can't.
Apparently the guy on the gun was pretty slow because
Yeah, I don't get
They
that,
know.
man. He
he
took a
must. He
chance.
didn't expect that guy to draw on him. That's for sure.
No, I mean, because you think about it, somebody point a gun at you, what do you pull that trigger in what, about 0.3, 0.4 seconds?
Oh, yeah. At the slowest.
At the slowest.
Yeah.
It's going to take you depending on where your draw is, at least over a second to
Yeah.
make that draw,
Yeah.
especially if you're concealed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he took a chance, but
Sounds like the
Good job
guy
on his
didn't really
part.
want to shoot him and then got shot for it or got shot at.
yeah, kind of like that video that we seen. I think it was out of Mexico. I'm not sure. I seen
Oh,
some
where the guy
comments
pulled the gun and had it taken from him?
had it taken from him and then used on him. Where the
Yeah.
guy shot him about 5 times in the
Yeah.
back.
Oh,
That's on you.
goodness.
That's on YouTube.
He took
anyway.
the old dirt nap.
Yeah. Man, that was not a good. That
No,
was not a good.
The
use
guy
of force.
standing over the top of him just kept shooting.
You had two guys arguing, and two guys arguing in a bodega. I think
Yeah.
it was Mexico, but I'm not sure. Some of the commenters said it was in Mexico.
Oh, sounds right.
But two guys arguing. One guy pulls a gun out.
They didn't look Mexican.
They didn't. I agree. I don't know what that means, but whatever.
Did we
They
look
did not.
Irish in Ireland?
Oh, I did. I was using my accent.
Geez, you Dublin?
Yeah, but
Dublin?
Dublin. Said more Indian, but anyway.
Me and the kids were walking away from him like we didn't know him.
Yeah. So
I do
this
that
guy.
all the time.
Can we go through this
Yeah.
case? This guy, they get into an argument. He pulls a gun out. I don't think he ever even pointed it at the guy, but the guy they get into a scuffle. He takes the gun
As soon as
away,
he pulls the gun, the guy starts throwing punches and puts him down.
puts him down, takes his gun away,
And then shoots him.
starts shooting him.
Yeah.
Shoots him in the back several times.
Oh, shoots him as he laying on the ground and then just walks off.
I think maybe you could argue that first shot, maybe self-defense.
Yeah.
I don't think it's harder for me even on that one.
Well, once the guy's laying on the ground and you have the gun,
Yeah.
you probably shouldn't shoot him.
Yeah, like we always say, when the thread is gone, you got to stop. And this guy definitely didn't stop. So, what is that noise? Is that the refrigerator?
Probably. We got all kinds of noises going on in here.
Goodness
My
gracious, that
laptop's
thing's
loud. Refrigerator's loud.
So that was the use of force cases I had. So we had two good use of force cases,
Yeah.
and two bad ones. It's
Yeah.
kind of all the way it always goes. No road rage stuff this week.
No, that's
So-
weird.
Yeah.
Usually have that.
Yeah.
Oh, what's next?
So I got some stuff in the news, and then we'll get to some SHOT Show stuff. So
Okay.
some legislative stuff going on right now. Not a lot in the courts, but we do have some legislators that are trying to get some new laws enacted. One in Maine, they're trying to push some anti-gun measures, some red flag laws, some assault weapon bans, 72-hour waiting period, and then some universal background checks.
Yeah.
That's what they're trying to do in Maine. So.
Yeah. It never stops.
No, never.
Until
All
we
that
get-
stuff is unconstitutional, but they're still trying to push it.
Never stops. And it'll go through, and then it'll be in the courts, and it never stops.
And then
So this us giving a little bit
Oh, they always say
is
that, yeah, just-
dumb.
Yeah,
We can't give an inch because it won't ever quit.
and we know about the stuff in Illinois, and Pennsylvania's doing an assault weapon ban, and they're going to outlaw pistols like AR pistols.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we do have two good things. Well, half of a good thing out of for the post office stuff. So a judge ruled that prohibiting firearms inside a post office was unconstitutional, which is good, right? Because we can't.
Yeah.
You would think.
Yeah.
But this was not in an appellate court. It was in a trial court. So it only applies to the guy that
one
was
guy.
in the trial. So
That's
the
so
only person
stupid.
this applies to
One
is to the
person.
person that was being charged with carrying a firearm in the post office. Doesn't affect the rest of us. We still can't carry in the post office, even though this judge ruled it unconstitutional. It has to go to the appellate court. I don't know how it's going to get to the appellate court.
He's not going to appeal it.
No, because he won.
And if the state is smart, they wouldn't appeal it.
Yeah, because it doesn't. It just affects this one guy.
Yeah.
So boom, be done with it, and everybody else is still
Yeah.
following under this rule.
I mean, I'm not sure they'll be that smart, but we'll see.
Yeah. One good thing came out of California, and I seen this one today. So the
You seen it?
oh whatever, start that crap every time. I saw this today. How about does that
Yeah, I
make
like
you feel
that better. Yeah.
So out of California, there's been there was a law that was voted on by the population in California and passed that enacted a background check for all ammo purchases.
Yep.
That was ruled unconstitutional by our favorite judge out of California, the one that's been ruling all these anti-gun measures unconstitutional. So,
I'm sure that'll be appealed and that'll
Yeah.
continue in courts.
but it's been a stay on it for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
He put a stay on it several years ago, and it's
Yeah.
just now running its way through the
Okay.
court system. So good job, good thing there. I even seen some stuff from some of my wholesalers today about selling ammo in California and stuff now. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got a couple of
That's
emails.
interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So pretty good there. So hopefully we'll continue that. There's other states that's got those same laws enacted, so maybe that'll get some stuff going along in those other states. All right.
Well,
So-
before we get into SHOT Show, let's do a USCC update. USCCA, not the USCCA, USPA, USPSA.
Oh
what
my
is it?
gosh. Which one do you want to do? You want to
Yeah,
do USCC?
I don't know.
Let's save the USPSA stuff for last.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get.
Yeah, let's do the USCCA. We've mentioned over the last a couple of episodes how there's been some bad press on them about a couple of cases, and those cases, especially one of the cases that he continued to use to really say the USCCA doesn't do what they say they do is a terrible case.
But yeah, there was the attorneys on whatever they're called on YouTube. They had another video about it and said, "Hey, this case shows that she had a membership with USCCA and they dropped her." So it shows. They're saying, "Hey, that shows that USCCA doesn't do what they say they're going to do." And then they get the case wrong. They get the details wrong, and they go in and talk about how she shot him through her front door.
Yeah, which is a lie. And they know is a lie.
Yeah, so the lady, like 2 weeks before she shot him, got a USCCA membership. It was over the kids. They were dual custody, joint custody. He was coming to get the kids to take them to a birthday party. He wanted to meet at the police station. She wouldn't do it. Met at like a Walmart parking lot.
Yeah, parking lot.
As soon as he walks up to her, she shoots him.
Yep.
And then she got convicted of murder. And then they're saying, hey, USCCA should have defended her.
And they did. They spent like $50,000 defending her from the beginning. And then when she got out on bail, she broke
she did something
that was against the law again.
Yeah.
And they can't defend somebody.
Yeah. Well, it was a bad
It's a
case.
bad case.
And then the people, I don't, if you got an issue with USCCA, fine. But don't use stupid cases that are obviously, she didn't deserve the USCCA covering her.
No, and the reason we talked about this case a few episodes back. The reason I bring it back up now is because I'm starting to see USCCA. They in their monthly magazine, they've got some real life incidents of people using.
Yeah, they're starting
their
to show.
insurance.
Here's how we cover.
And I've
people.
seen some in some of the emails they've sent out of people actually saying this is how they helped me during these events. So,
which they need to do
is good.
that.
We talked about that. They should be doing that. And they're starting to do that more. So we've been members. Me and Misty have been members for not as long.
Not as long as me.
Not as long as you, but once we went to the event, one of their events, we joined up. So we've been 4 or 5 years now,
at least.
So.
Yeah.
So.
All right. What's next?
All right. So let's talk about some SHOT Show stuff. So it was unbelievable. So we got there on Tuesday. We landed a little later than normal. We had later than planned because we had some delays
out there. For those that we threw some stuff on Instagram. So
check it out.
Everything Guns _ podcast on Instagram. There are a few pictures out there.
Yeah. I took some pictures of the Inside SHOT Show and some of the stuff they had, but it was
massive.
Massive. 800,000 square feet. It was 5 different areas.
How many acres is that?
72.
You have no idea.
I don't have a clue.
Okay.
It's 800,000 square feet.
Got it.
Going with that.
Okay.
I mean, if your house is 2,000 square feet, it's a bunch of houses. But it was big. It was actually bigger than I thought. It covered 6 different areas, from the Caesars Forum over to the Venetian. We stayed at Harrah's, which gave us great access to the event. There was over 2,500 exhibitors. It was bigger than I would have expected. If you want to see all the new stuff that was out, check out YouTube, because YouTube's got all the. You can check out a bunch of stuff from YouTube and see all the new guns and rifles and gear that came out. I'll talk about some of the stuff that we've seen. I spent a lot of time at the Canic booth because I love Canic. Got a few shirts out of those guys.
And patches.
And a bunch of patches. Misty was big on the patches. Apparently that's a big thing at SHOT Show, is to collect patches and trade them and stuff. So we got a bunch of those. Handed out some of our
18.36 acres.
Yeah, that's big.
I know. I got my steps in.
Yeah, I know. I did over 22,000 the second day. We did probably 16 or 17,000 the first day. It was it was pretty cool. Looking forward to going back next year.
Definitely going back.
Canik did release a new Terrain Tactical Canik, which is pretty cool looking. It's supposed to be under $1,000, which is
that's the one with the comp on it, right?
Yeah, for a Terrain Tactical gun, that's going to be half the price of their normal cheapest gun that they usually sell. But I finally got my hands on that steel frame Canik. Golly, that thing is nice.
It is nice.
And they put the new Mechanic 3.0 sight on it, which has got a little bit bigger sight picture.
They came out at SHOT Show?
Yeah, it came out at SHOT Show. And it's still, I've tried, none of my wholesalers have it yet, but they've got it priced. And it's priced the same as the M2.0.
So how much was that? I don't remember.
So I'll probably sell it. I'll probably sell it for about $189. That's what I'll sell it for. Yeah, you're giving them. My cost is right around the 100.
I'm just asking what it was. My bad.
No, that's fine. But it's pretty nice. I had it pulled up on it, and then I pulled up this other gun somebody was wanting today. Hold on a second. Let me find it real quick. But anyway, it's got a bigger sight picture. It's got a 6 MOA dot. That's normally a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Than I like, but when I looked through the gun, it looked really good. And that gun is
so
heavy.
Really that's a big dot for
a
larger.
It was it's designed for competition shooting. And
it's that big of a dot.
Yeah, that's what.
Okay.
My buddy Niels, that's what he has on his.
Yeah. You had a long conversation with.
They bonded.
Jonathan.
Yeah.
You called him Jonathan the other day. Jonathan.
That's because you're gonna make fun of me for calling him Niels.
Yeah. Well, got a picture of you by him?
Yeah. We talked for quite a while. Really, and we'll get more to that, what we talked about when we get to the USPSA stuff. But we talked a lot about USPSA stuff because he's one of the better USPSA shooters, I guess, in the world. So, but he was showing me those guns and really liked the 3-point. I asked him if he changed the triggers in the steel frame. He said he didn't. So I compared that with one of the Staccatos, the $3,500 Staccato.
Yeah.
I'd buy the Canik.
Yeah.
It's just, man, that gun feels good. It's heavy. It's heavier than I thought it was going to be.
Probably because of the steel.
Yeah, I would imagine it's because of the steel. Still can't get them anywhere. I had one wholesaler that I met while I was there.
Right.
I got signed up with them. I mean, they do a lot of stuff, but he asked me what I was looking for, and I told him the Canik. He said, I got those. You get signed up with us, and can get you one of those.
Nope.
No, I'm signed up with them. I'm signed up with them and looked online today, and nope.
Does it cost you anything to sign up with him?
No, I just no, it didn't cost me anything. So I'm signed up with about 6 or 7 different wholesalers, and I just use them, go through and see which one's got the best prices. And I met most of them when I was there. Lipsy is the one I use quite the most.
That's the one I put on the Instagram.
Yeah. I think he put.
I did put another one on there too.
Yeah, Amchar. Amchar. I don't know how you pronounce that, but that's who.
Probably not Char, but
that's the one that said I could get me the Canik, but they couldn't. So didn't
So what were your thoughts of SHOT Show, Misty, other than just the guns?
I was overwhelmed. It was huge. We went to go look for something to eat, and there was more. We went down.
Yeah, it's a food. What do you,
the
food court downstairs. You go downstairs and it had a whole nother section of guns and gear and everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah. About the size of an RA event down there at the food court.
Yeah.
It was massive. I would.
How expensive was the food?
Oh, everything's expensive.
Yeah.
The restaurants were very expensive. The food, I got some, I think it was Korean food at the food court, and it wasn't too bad.
So just like your normal food court with different burgers and hot dogs and Chinese food and whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we went to a couple resturants. I went to heck.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
You're fine.
You stop for a minute. Continue on, Misty.
You asked about the food. We went to one hamburger place.
Talking to you why?
And it was like over $100.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! It was what?
I got catfish. Misty got, what'd you get? You got some shrimp. The
hot shrimp.
The
I just
dynamite.
got the appetizer.
Over $100.
Well, might have been
we got a
few drinks involved in that.
I was in Vegas. I had to have a cocktail.
Okay. All right.
But it was expensive.
Burger and a fry for $100. Have me wait. So what else on the place?
Just so many people. It was so crowded, but everything was set up really nice. Really nice. I'm sorry. This is my first time.
I'm pointing to get the mic.
It was a good setup. So we've been to events before where the owls are so small, you get bunched in and
The
can't
owls?
walk. Owls.
Oh, what the
Owl?
crap? A bunch of owls there.
Owl.
Like
That's what
hoot
I
owls?
said.
I thought you said owls.
You said owls.
Okay, if I've got to keep them both going. There was enough room that you didn't bump into people as you was
Yeah.
walking around.
Or the
there was-
birds.
And then they had things color coded, like the green carpet going one direction.
Yeah, if you needed to find the sky bridge, all you had to do is find the green carpet and
just follow it?
it. Of course,
How
if
do you know
could-
which direction to go?
Well, you don't.
You don't.
I did that several times. I went the wrong direction.
Nice.
Then I go
Oh,
back.
That's
Nice.
another thing. It was so easy to get turned around, and you
Oh, I
go.
bet.
We went in circles at one point.
Like
Yeah.
18 acres of it.
Yeah. By the second day, though, I had it all figured out. So when we go back next year, I know my route, and I need to do a better job planning of what I want to do when I get there. So I'm to do
Yeah.
that. But Mitt, I did see some new stuff. Smith and Wesson's got a new lever action rifle.
Right. 1848, 1854.
1847, 1854. I don't
We got
know.
like three different. I think it's 1854.
Hold on a minute. I got it.
Hold on. You quit saying hold on.
I got it.
We can't just hold on.
I got it right here.
Their booth
Eight-
was big.
1854.
That's
We-
what I said.
We didn't go by the G-Lock booth.
Shut up.
No way.
No, we didn't go by G-Lock.
Did you say G-Lock?
Well, when we
We were
were
at the NRA event a few years ago.
Oh,
when we went
that's
to
awesome.
Norris.
Is it G-Lock?
Well, the way the logo was,
No, that's
I
Glock.
didn't know it was Glock. It looked like G-Lock.
I think Trump struggled with that as well, so it's all right.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
He
goodness.
didn't
So-
say G-Lock, but he did ask for those good guns.
Yeah, he did ask that question. So we got the lever action 1854 series, 44 Magnum. Which I don't know why they came out with the 44 Magnum, but anyway, that's what it is. It's just nine round capacity. Looks good. Rifle looks good, and they got a limited edition one that they're selling for like $3,500.
Goodness, that's
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
pricey for lever action.
You're not kidding. Seen a lot of lever action rifles. Those look like they're making a comeback. So,
Yeah.
especially a lot of the more of the modern looking type.
What was that Star Wars gun?
Oh, that was that Stormtrooper shotgun. That white one. I think we posted a picture of that one on there. The Stormtrooper shotgun.
I may have seen it. I don't remember if I posted it or not.
Yeah. I can't remember who made that one, but
Yeah.
it's one of the better sellers from Lipsy in the shotgun. I just sold a Panzer bullpup to one of the guys at work. And those things were pretty cool. But yeah, it was pretty neat. Seen some new products. There was what's called a hasty stock adjustment from Ventac, or direct access defense systems. Basically, what are you doing?
You about said Hickey. I'm trying
I
not
thought
to
you
laugh.
said Hickey.
Hasty.
I was trying to hold it together there and not make fun of you because you get upset when I correct you on
I said
something.
hasty. I said hasty
You started
stock
off
adjustment.
hasty.
Well, I was reading my writing's not that good, but basically it attaches to your stock on your AR, and it's got a little thumb button, ambidextrous, so you can use it either way, and it makes the adjustability where you just with a spring, and you can make it go out or in
Oh,
with just
okay.
your thumb wrist.
Okay.
It looks like it's designed more for police military use. If you've got it in your vehicle and you pull it out, you can rapidly deploy
Yeah.
the stock to the angle you want it.
Okay.
Looks pretty
That'd
cool.
be good for home protection, though, going around corners or
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
then
$265.
Maybe not that good.
$265 for that one little piece.
One little
that fits
piece,
on
yeah.
it. But it was pretty nice. Then I went by and looked at some Premier Body Armor. They got a T-shirt, Body Armor T-shirt. It's pretty cool.
How heavy
level,
was it?
Level 3. I didn't pick it up.
Oh, okay.
But it's got level 3. Two level 3 inserts, one in the front and one in the back, and they tell you to size down so it's tight on you.
Yeah.
Man, that would hurt to get hit by it, but at least it
Oh,
was
yeah, it'd be awful.
$289, which is
No,
not
that's
bad.
not bad for
Not
level
at
3
all
armor.
for a level 3 armor.
Yeah.
And then I also looked at some SAR 9 Gen 3 sport guns. They're SAR. They're little pistols. They're cheap. 5.2 inch barrel was 480. MSRP was 489. So
okay, I don't know much about those. So
I
don't know.
the first one. Huh?
Those little ones?
No, this was the second day I was there. And, it was a nice looking gun at a good price if you're looking at a competition type gun. Because I talked to one of the guys.
So did you skip the second day?
I did.
Yeah.
I was wore out.
How long were y'all there the first day? How many hours do you think y'all were there the first day?
Oh, at least 8 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
What time? So you went.
I got there. We went there as soon as it opened, right around 8:30.
Okay.
We were done right around 4.
That's a long day. Just constant walking.
Yeah. I had
So you
over
skipped the second day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have over 13,000 steps.
And the second day, I got there a little earlier, but found out they didn't open the doors for anybody other than vendors until 8:30.
Oh, you didn't figure that out the day one?
No, we didn't get there till after 8:30.
No, they didn't have signs or anything.
No, they said that, but then when I went the first day, when I went down there and get my badge while I was waiting on Misty to get ready, it looked like everything was open, so I just assumed they were open.
Oh, good job.
Yeah. No big deal, but I stayed probably till about 2 or 3 o'clock the second day. And so two pretty full days. It closed up at 5:30. They had a bunch of events going on in the evenings, but I didn't go to any of those this time. I might look at some of those.
And you did one class, right?
I did one FFL class, which was basically how to keep from getting an NOR or a notice of revocation from the ATF, which looks like they have increased those quite a bit this year or last year going into this year. So they're really hammering FFLs right now on just anything. So they talked about some of the things that you could do to lose your license. The first one, they mentioned transferring a firearm to a prohibited person, of course.
Yeah.
Failing to conduct a required background check, which you wouldn't think anybody would do that. But the night we got there, Missy and I go down to the casino and get something to eat. And I'm talking to this lady out of Texas who I guess her husband owned a gun store. Had a guy come in from Florida wanting to buy a pistol.
They've been audited a couple times.
He had a concealed carry permit out of Florida. In Texas, if you have a concealed permit, you don't have to concealed carry permit. You don't have to do a background check. So she sold him a gun without doing a background check out of state.
Why is she telling you this?
We were just talking about FFLs and.
Was you with him when he was talking to this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I was.
just checking.
But so, and she said, I didn't know that would. Didn't think that would be wrong.
Oh
He had
man,
a
I can
concealed
imagine
carry
what her
permit.
husband was saying.
So they had to go through a court and everything to get the
Oh,
license
my
back.
goodness.
But, yeah, I mean, just because.
Yeah. So she was in that class.
No, she was.
You tell her she probably should take that
Yeah,
class.
if I had to send her again, I told her maybe you need to go take this class. And
Yeah.
then falsifying records such as firearm transaction forms, and then if you refuse to permit the ATF from doing an inspection,
Yeah.
then you
Okay.
lose it. So
All right. So how long was the class?
it was an hour long. It was a
That's
good
not
class.
bad.
Several loggers. It was like two loggers, one guy from Silencer's shop, I think is where he was from, and one other person. But just kind of going through. They were selling things, right? I mean, they were wanting you to sign up with them. One of them was a consultant, one was a logger.
Oh, okay.
But they were going. It
So,
was a good
at
class.
the end of the class, did they ask for questions?
Well, I slipped out.
No,
at the
so you
very
didn't want to
end.
deal with that, did you?
No, I wanted to, but Canic was doing a giveaway.
Oh, yeah,
And you
okay.
had to be present.
And I had to be
win.
present to win.
Yeah.
And I thought, from my conversation with Niels,
No, you think?
I thought I was going to win.
Yeah, all the pictures you sent of him, I thought you.
Yeah, I would have
I'm not
thought.
sure why you had so many pictures of him. It's
Yeah.
weird.
I didn't take all those pictures. My wife took those
I
pictures.
had to do something.
He's just making fun of me because he only got one picture of Max Michelle and he's mad. That's the whole thing.
Who's that?
That dude to get the restraining order on you
Oh,
for the
whatever.
NRA show.
For the crowd.
But yeah, so I slipped out so I could be present for that and then ended up losing. So, but yeah, and then go ahead.
They had an app that was real handy with the map and then tell you of events that are happening and like the celebrities.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was well done. I mean, you can see over here, I got a ton of stuff from it. They had each day they had a SHOT Show day 2
Oh, well.
and SHOT Show day 3, and then it had
Yeah.
pictures from the previous day in it. So they were
Did you go through looking for your picture in those books?
I did.
Yeah, I figured you would.
I did. I even went look at some YouTube videos to see if I could see myself in the background.
I did watch YouTube videos to see if I saw y'all walking around.
Did you?
I didn't see you.
No.
But I just sent it to you, but I seen it.
Yeah. I met with some of my reps from Freedom Munitions, where I buy a lot of my ammo from. They did say to expect some higher pricing on 223 5.56 ammo here pretty soon. So 9mm should stay okay. And those 2011s that I've been talking about over the last few episodes, those are now available. I actually got an email from Live Free Armory that their 2011 is available, and TISA, the one I talked about last week, TISA,
A couple weeks ago. Yeah.
It's out. Both of those are under $1,000, so it's pretty cool.
Anything else on SHOT Show that would be interesting?
Well, I want to give a shout out to PJ from Skilligear. He was one of the first ones we talked to. And
he got a copy of our Everything Guns business card, so he might be.
Okay.
Anyway, we went and looked at some clothing, purses and clothing for concealed carry for women.
Right. They have a bunch of that, I assume, there?
No.
Really?
They had a good bit.
Compared to everything else, how many clothing articles could you find?
Well, they had Tactical 511 there or 511 Tactical. They had, Arrowhead had the little joggers. It's got the belt inserted inside, so you can carry wearing those. Those are pretty cool.
So were they selling that stuff there? Or
you could buy stuff if you wanted to.
Okay, I was wondering if you could buy stuff there.
Yeah, you could.
Because I know you can, like at the NRA show and other stuff like that. So
they did have one booth set up, and the spokes lady was at lunch, but that looked promising. It was jeans with the what were they called? But it had the
a belly belt like that.
No, it was in the back, but
A
it
back
was
belt?
fixed. Holster.
It had a built-in holster in the back.
Yeah.
On
But
both sides, you could carry it either right-handed or left-handed.
But they weren't ugly. They look nice.
It's from rugged wear. So you can look at the back there.
Let's look at the back of that.
I got the card right there.
Yeah, I can see.
And then they had like
I don't see a gun there, but okay.
And they had camisoles that were double lined. You guys are so you couldn't see the gun that you were concealed
You're
carrying.
right. I did not see the gun.
But I'm not a camisole person, so that was a moot point.
Moot.
All right.
But they did have. I think it's a good option. I'm gonna get you to buy a pair just so we can.
So we can have a stroke there. So we can review it.
I'm going to buy a pair of those Arrowhead joggers so we can review those on here as well, because they both.
Yeah, make some more noise on the table. That sounds good.
And then the purses, one booth had some that looked.
That's what you're most interested in, ain't it, David?
Well,
no,
you
I quit carrying a purse.
You have people who listen that carry a purse,
I agree.
but the majority of them are so butt ugly you wouldn't even carry one. But then they had some nice normal looking ones that didn't have that glaring obvious zipper.
I think it's good at the perspective of a woman on what they have to carry, because since you didn't go,
I'm waiting on that.
Oh my goodness.
I needed my wife to go.
What else on SHOT Show was that it on SHOT Show?
Well, I talked to this one lady. She worked in the healthcare, or she was a veterinarian, and I asked her what she carried, and she was talking about when she worked there, she had this little tiny gun that she could just slip in her pocket.
She carried the Rigger LCP.
Okay.
Not a big fan of them, but for small.
No.
I mean, she was one of the customer reps with Lipsy Wholesaler.
Mm-hmm. But that gun, I had that one gun that was small, and I just didn't care for it.
I don't like. I'm not a fan of those.
The triggers are awful. They're not fun to shoot.
No.
Well, and it's awkward in your hand.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the Smith & Wesson EZ380, which I think is just
a nice gun.
Great little gun.
Yeah.
But overall, man, it was well worth it. I mean, the class cost me $75, but I learned some things
Really?
in that. Yeah. Every class was a charge to it. So,
That's crazy.
yeah. I wish they were free, because I would have went to a bunch more. But
Yeah. I mean, I know some of the other shows you get free classes and paid classes. So
yeah, I mean, you think so? The event, I mean, I paid $150 to attend, which is not bad.
Oh, I thought it was more than that.
It is for media. Media has to pay $300, but
Yeah.
I only had to pay $150.
Yeah.
And then the classes are $75 a piece.
Okay.
There had to probably be, I don't know, 300 people in that class.
Yeah. They're making some money.
Oh yeah. I mean, they spent. Yeah, I don't know. It was
Yeah,
huge.
I'm sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
And
we
then
got
the next event we got. There's an event in Savannah for dealers week after next, but I'm not going to make it. I got an email yesterday or the day before about wanting to know if I wanted to attend it.
I like Savannah.
Yeah, if it wasn't so close.
we got the NRA event coming up in a couple months.
Yeah, we got registered for it, so we'll be headed to Dallas, and we'll be doing the show. We'll be doing the show from Dallas on that one.
Yeah, that'd be
So that's
cool.
gonna be pretty cool.
But I'm not going to be there.
Yeah, you are not.
Wow.
No, you're staying home with the dogs. I guess just me and David going to that one. That'll be fun.
But you got to go.
Exciting.
You got to go to the SHOT Show next year.
Yeah, I can get you in there for 150.
Because I'm taking a friend and we're just going to sightsee.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's gonna be fun.
Yep.
The NRA show, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that'll be good.
But it looks like with all these wholesalers I'm set up with, they do their own dealer shows. So hopefully I get to go to a few things.
Okay.
Maybe sell a few guns.
All right. What else we got on the?
How far
docket?
in are we? I didn't start my timer. Like I said,
About 40 minutes.
I've got some USPSA stuff. Did you have anything else for SHOT Show?
I don't reckon.
All right. So I think
Last episode we said, "Hey, we're tired of talking about USP." Why can't I say that now?
USPSA.
USPSA.
Goodness.
And we was tired of talking about it because there wasn't really anything happening. It was just they were doing the same old.
Boy, did that
And
change.
then
Boom.
the first board of directors meeting on a Monday night.
Yeah, before I went to SHOT Show.
That meeting Monday night, and then the
Then the Wednesday
carry on
night
in
one.
the next day. But the Monday night one started it, where they got rid of
Frank Rizzi,
Frank
Area
Rizzi.
7 director, got kicked off.
for a supposed lapse in membership of like 5 days.
Yeah. Before he was elected to area director.
Yeah, before he was elected.
There's a requirement as a candidate that you have to have a continuous membership for 3 years.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, he didn't know the actual day of when it was supposed to be expired, and he was getting his lifetime membership because he got
to
a
be a
lifetime
director.
membership to be on board.
yeah.
And apparently there was like 4 or 5 days in there. But if you go and he talks about you usually get like a 60-day.
Yeah, he didn't
grace
lose. He never
period for
lost his
that.
access
So,
to the website or
yeah,
to his
so he never lost
classification.
anything. But anyway, so that night, Monday night, they vote that joker off.
Even Area 4 director who voted to kick him off.
All of them.
Yeah.
There was one abstain, and then there was one.
I think Ben Berry abstained.
Yeah.
And the reason he abstained is because he wasn't going to vote yea or nay because it was against the bylaws to
Okay.
even bring that up. So that's why he
by the
abstained.
Roberts rule of
So he abstained because it was an illegal motion to even bring it
I
up, so
think
he
he'd
wasn't going to
already-
be part of it.
He'd already had in plans of he was about to get to that. So that started it, and the meeting, and then that just started a firestorm of people just
Oh my
mad.
gosh.
There was people dropping out. There were people
Sponsors dropping
out. There was people telling, "Hey, you're not coming to our match. You're banned from coming to our
The
match.
area directors that voted for it
We're kicking
banned.
you off your own Facebook page." There was a lot of stuff going on, and that lit it up. And it lit it up. The only reason it did because it was
The live
streamed.
Which
If it hadn't been live streamed,
nobody would have known it.
they'd have said, "Oh, they're making all this up."
Yep. Then the Wednesday, the continuation of it. I think it was Wednesday.
I think it was Wednesday.
Yeah, it was
as well.
Wednesday night.
Yeah, it was Wednesday because I was at church. And
Yeah.
Yep.
And so I watched basically that whole live stream, which
Yep.
was the first hour of it was awesome.
Oh, it was
Ben
great.
Berry,
Yeah.
his stock went way up. My gosh, the guy,
Him and
Yin-Min Lee,
Yeah.
did a heck of a good job.
they got
Yin-Min Lee,
they're Nimmel.
he did
Yeah.
awesome.
So first off they bring Frank Rizzi back on.
Oh yeah, I mean Ben Berry made
Yeah.
a motion to bring him back
And-
because it was illegal to kick him off,
Yeah.
and they voted. But you still had two people.
Oh, they were still trying to fight that.
Two people voted to keep him off.
Yeah.
One person abstained.
Yeah,
but
which was
Area 4.
Rodero. Yeah,
And
well,
then-
no, a little bit later that I figured out why he abstained.
Yeah, and then Rick Steele, Yeeman Lee, and Ben Berry all voted to bring him back.
Yeah, so he gets brought back on. Oh, Leighton is not happy about
No,
it.
he's not. He was steaming.
I mean, you can go watch the YouTube videos, and I'm not going to say anybody was drinking during this, but there's a lot of comments out there. There
the managing director.
There was a few people
I don't know what her deal was.
Were not acting right. So, but then
she was supposedly at SHOT Show, so I don't know what she did. But
so in this board meeting, they do all that. Then they go to executive session, and then come back out of it, and that's when Rodero.
Yeah, that's when he resigned.
He's sitting there, Area 4.
Area 4.
He comes back. I got a statement to make, and Joker resigns, and he's like, I don't have any.
Expected it. I mean, I'm sitting there watching it, and just nobody was. You seen everybody's faces. Wow, the dude said he wouldn't have any fun anymore. Well, I find out why, because everybody hated him now.
Yeah, because the way he was acting on the board, nobody was letting him shoot.
No.
And they kicked him off his own Facebook page. I don't know how you do that, but he did. Yeah. So it was. So it goes from there, and now, of course, you still don't have. We didn't mention Monday night who they were bringing back.
Oh yeah, before
the Wednesday.
Sherwin to Area 3 and Bruce 1 to Area 1.
Bring them back. Bringing the gang back together, and I think that was. That was enough.
That was a big part of it.
People were already upset with the Frank Rizzi thing, but as soon as you said, "Hey, we're bringing back these guys that had left," there's no way that was going to fly.
No.
And people were just going. That was just going to make people way too upset. I don't understand how they couldn't even see that coming.
Well,
so
they took a meeting. Before all that, before Wednesday night, I was just going to let my
after
membership.
Monday, that was done.
I was going to let my membership go, not renew. But now with Ben Berry on there, Frank Rizzi on there, Scott Armberg trying to get him back on there.
Right.
Man actually did an excellent job.
So there's a chance that the USPSA. I can't say it. I can't say that today for some reason. Doesn't just fail now and just go into nothing.
Yeah, there's a lot of elections coming up. A lot of areas. I mean, you got the Area 1 is still open. Area 3, hopefully they get Armberg back.
The only way
Area 2's got an election coming up pretty soon. Area 4 now, you got to elect somebody there.
It's nuts.
If we could get
people need to keep pressure on them, though. You got to keep pressure on them, otherwise it ain't going to change.
Yeah, and Armberg put a post out today stating the same thing, and he's posting his Area 3 director in exile. Is how he's put.
Well, he's still planning on doing the dang match. I'm shocked on that.
Yeah, I think he believes he's going to be back on.
Yeah, I think so too.
Ben Berry had brought up the legal aspect of it, that it was illegal for them to kick him off anyway per Delaware law. So
we didn't even got into the legal case that's still going on.
That's the other guy that's suing USPSA.
Yeah.
It was in mediation, which failed.
Yep.
Now it's gone back to the court, and they're doing discovery now.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting.
And then depositions follow that, I would guess.
And apparently Leighton had lunch with Seige and made some stupid
what in the world?
Remarks.
Apparently they were at lunch together. That just blows my mind. Yeah, I've seen that. And how in the world do those two end up at the same table at lunch? And then tell the guy that, hey, we've been communicating on other channels so it don't get seen.
Yeah, which is illegal after the judge told them they had to maintain everything.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know what you're thinking.
So if you shoot USPSA, right now I'd say, stick with level 1 matches. Keep your membership alive so you can vote.
Well, just stay informed.
Yeah.
Just watch what's going on. Keep informed of what's happening, and keep pressure on those guys to change the board and start acting properly instead of.
Hey, I'm proud to be out of Area 6 though with Ben Berry, and I voted for that guy.
He's I was worried about it, and then he come back that Wednesday and just hit it out of the park.
Doing a good job.
Yeah.
Doing a good job. So.
I guess that's enough on that update. You got what else you got, or anything else for? What's your tip of the week?
No, I don't have a tip, but I got. We did get a listener is getting some shirts. I'm not sure when those are going out.
Hopefully tomorrow.
That's from our sponsor. Do you want to say anything from our sponsor?
Wow. She said there
put
told
me on
you,
the spot.
She told you, let me record something, and then you just say, let's do this live.
Yeah, let's do it live.
Our shirts come from Misty Made It.
I'm Misty from Misty Made It. I make T-shirts, mugs, decals, stickers, anything you can dream up. I have a Instagram, Misty Made It, and Facebook page. If you need something made up,
she does other colors than just white, right?
Funny. And then if you order it, mention Clear Creek Guns, Clear Creek Shooting, or Everything Guns, and we'll get you 10% off your first order.
Clear Creek Guns.
I combined everything.
All right, awesome.
And then
Cool.
I'm doing an order for your son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's a bit impatient, as you can imagine.
Not my son. He wouldn't be impatient.
And then I have done some work on my website, ClearCreekShooting33.com. Check it out. I've got a few guns on there. Got some information about some classes that we do, which we've got a class coming up at the end of March. If anybody's in the North Alabama area and interested in taking a class, shoot me an email or just make a post on the website. And there's several spots still open. I only have 3 people right now signed up for it. So it's a pretty good class. It's based off some USCCA materials that we've used before. So, and then if there's a particular gun or gear that you would like and you don't see it on the website, I've got a page for inquiries and pricing, so I can send that out too.
All right.
So that's all. I don't have any tips this week. Do you have any tips?
Nope.
Well, that's all I've got. And we are Everything Guns.
We're out.
Bye.
Oh,